Hello, my green skins. And today we are a little worried about stuff, so we'll see how this goes. Today we have Bob the Marauder, and we are going to kind of speed run this a little bit because we're waiting on a storm and I didn't want to cancel. But if we get lightning storms, this building is prone to blackouts and all other kinds of fun. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm not, risking Orca, the Orc Flagship 1 or Orc Flagship 2. At that point, I'm depowering everything, unplugging everything, and then I'll watch stuff off my tablet for the next 2 days, the next couple hours. All right, boys. So tonight we got some fun. We have a Midwest Safety we're looking at. We have ourselves Bob has some stuff to talk about. We have the new episode of Witch Hat Alter. Yeah, we got some goodies today. Okay. Or as I like to call it, we need an adult anime. So we're going to get this bad boy up and running. Let us go. First off on the list, let us get to a Midwest Safety. Okay. By the way, support Midwest Safety. These guys are awesome. This is, I hope Bob has the right one. Do you have the right one, Bob?
I hope I do, because we are starting this hot.
Oh, we have to go hot.
This is a hot drop, but yeah, I got it. Pause, damn it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's hit that play, boys. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
In Norwich, Connecticut, a trooper spots a black Subaru Legacy missing its front license plate and failing to maintain its lane. After running the vehicle's back plate, troopers realize this same woman fled from them just a week prior and initiate a traffic stop.
Don't f***ing move. Don't move.
They know she's a problem.
Get out of the car.
What did I do?
Get out of the car.
What did I do?
Get out of the car.
Why? What did I do?
Turn the car off for me. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Why? I didn't do anything.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
I didn't do anything.
I will talk to you in a minute. But you're Electra, correct? Open the door, please.
Can you please tell me what I did? I don't understand.
I'll tell you in a second. Just open the door.
Why can't you tell me what I did?
Open the door.
Can you please tell me what I did?
I'll tell you in a minute. Okay? You failed to maintain your lane.
This
and you
isn't
don't have a
good.
plate.
What do you mean?
That's why I pulled you over.
But no, I didn't.
Just open the door, please.
So why do I have to open my door?
I got a lockout kit. That's not a big deal, dude.
I'll explain more once you cooperate with me.
Because I went over a lane?
Yeah. I'll explain more once you cooperate with me.
Sir, I don't understand.
Could you please just open the door? I don't want to break the window. Can you just open the door?
Why would you do that, sir? I don't understand what I did.
You're Electric, right?
I love the.
Okay.
I love the. I don't know what I did.
Yes. Okay. So
I'm not going to comply.
I went over a lane?
Fuck you.
No, it's all bullshit.
It's like no. There's more than one person.
Just
This it doesn't seem fake. There's cameras everywhere. You might want to get out of the car.
I'm going to talk to you, okay?
Okay, so please tell me.
Yeah, they're boxing her in right now.
No,
They're
sir.
making
I don't
sure.
understand.
Don't.
What did I do?
What did I do? What did I do? Yeah, this is
Sir,
bad.
why are you doing
Do you want me to break the window?
No.
You want me to open it?
Yeah.
Can you please
Okay.
teach me why you're doing this?
Ma'am, you got,
Because I went over a lane?
ma'am, you got a warrant, okay?
For what?
I believe it's at Old Saybrook, Troop F's area.
How?
I'll explain it in a minute.
Can you show me?
Oh, they're about to air
I'll
wedge
show
it.
you if you get out. We're just gonna
I'm scared right now. Like, what?
to break the window if you
Why?
don't.
scared.
I don't understand.
Uh-oh. Scary.
That ain't scared. You know what that is? That is, yeah.
Where's
Here
my
it goes. Yeah. They're getting ready.
I don't understand why you're doing it.
Please
What
open
is
the
that,
door.
like you gas the person out of
Step out of
the
the
vehicle?
car.
No,
It's a
it's
local
irritant?
order from the
They keep
state
doing it,
police.
and then
Get out
it'll
of the
snap it.
car.
But now she's like purposely, like, he's basically trying to open it, and then she's like, she's actually purposely grabbing it to try to stop
in
him.
the car, but then I got
I like that pedestrian. It's like watching like it's Midwest Safety.
my stick back. There you
Yeah.
go.
My
Open
stick
the door,
back.
he's breaking the window.
Yeah.
Open the door. He's gonna break your window. Do you want a broken window?
Open the door. Open the door.
Do you want a broken window?
Don't open
There's 4 co-ops here. Like, come
watch
on,
out, she's
get
in gear.
out of the car. Oh, here we go. Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, no. This is clearly she is doing something.
Open the door.
Oh yeah. Oh
Run in the
yeah.
car.
This is. Yeah, the fucking splash.
Oh yeah, it slapped the tires. Boss said that was a good hit too. That was a quick little right there.
Northbound, they gapped their tire.
Yep.
I love how jaded this guy is, the Squad 2 guy.
Oh no, they've dealt with her before. And they just said that she fled from another scene, so...
I'd say it's going to be very hard to run away with your car that
She's all
looks like it just came out of the lot. This is with a junkyard.
She did get off. She did actually accidentally.
Taking a left northbound.
Get in the way.
We're northbound, about 75.
Yeah.
Approaching Kendall.
Roger. On Kendall Road. Roger on Kendall.
And she's giving it up.
Yeah, I wonder how much money those that gas station is going to get out of this, because that's a very dangerous situation to be putting people in.
Yep. Oh, it's not the right car.
You get the wrong one. Jesus Christ. Alright, who had last direction of travel? This isn't the one.
Okay,
Christ.
so...
We're looking
here
for
we
a
go.
woman who took off on us. In case if you see anybody running through, just call 911.
Lease. I heard lease.
Oh, you're on the lease owner.
Lease owner,
Yeah.
How much does it cost for the pump?
Average $5,000 to $6,000, definitely.
But up to 10, you think?
Yeah, up to 10. Just
Up to 10. Okay.
Which direction?
Yeah, I saw a car take a left at 97 and some person on the highway pointed.
I'm just going to be north on 169 at normal driving. We're taking a call from Kendall Road about a male that took off on foot. There's only a female in the car. Roger. Well, Kendall Road Extension and Shrenod Road. 455 copy.
How hard is it to track a car that looks like it's all busted the fuck? Missing a window, its front and rear bumper are all crunkled up.
It doesn't.
Tire's flat.
Behind, man. You might be able to get away with it, especially because the car is very similar to cars people see. Oh, here's our crash. They found her car.
10 with that vehicle unattended. Imagine that's the female who's booking it through the neighborhood.
Yep.
This thing, yeah. They're actually, hang on, I got it. They're gonna have a dog, so.
Oh.
She's in behind 3 Strand Road.
How you doing? Do you guys happen to see the girl run?
No, broken glass.
So would she run through here?
Yep, she came right behind the seat.
Yep.
Up here, straight back there. There's a lot of fallen trees and woods and a fence back
Yeah,
there.
this is
I don't think
definitely
she could have cut through that way.
Just give her run in the house because they're gonna run the dog. Thank you.
Oh, they're running the dogs. Get those puppers out.
Yeah.
Hey, boys.
Hey, you're gonna get bit! Show me hands, you're gonna get bit! Show me hands, you're gonna get bit! Show me hands, gonna bite you! Crawl towards me now! Come here! Go that way towards that trooper! You move, he's gonna bite you! Don't do anything stupid, you understand?
I'm trying to. Yeah, fuck off, bitch.
If you run, you're gonna get bit! If you run, you're gonna get bit!
Get on there, get on your knees. Get on your knees right now. On your face. On your face. On your face.
Bring it down. Don't go down.
Just say cuts today. Cuts today.
Poor dog. He didn't get a bite.
Do you have any narcotics on you?
Yeah, you gotta watch out though.
You used them all or you took them all?
Did you hear that?
As the situation escalates into a medical emergency, officers monitor her closely, while one
She's a
officer
drug
manages
mule.
tension with the suspect following earlier damage to his vehicle.
What's wrong with you, huh?
That there be a drug mule. That's what I think on this one.
Stepped on my pants.
That there be a drug
Did he
mule.
bite her? No.
So I'm very happy that Doggo didn't bit because that gets, you know, that can really affect the dog.
Bloodstream. Yeah.
Why are you hurting me like that?
Get the
Are you joking right
I'm
now?
dead serious.
What does he think she threw?
Now we're dead serious. You're the one who's high
I
as a
took all
kite.
of the drugs. You should bring me to the hospital.
Nope.
Okay, I'm done.
You're going back to the troop. Nobody gets.
Wow. Okay. Is your
No
camera
one gives a
on?
fuck.
It's on.
And they
Yep.
see you
It
hurting
was
me
on when
like
you
that?
ran my car too.
Okay, you're hurting
Yeah,
me.
it was on when you ran with my fucking car too. Cops get not happy.
Whoa,
It's just weird. She's speaking with
you
like that same
serious
accent that
right
JoJo Siwa
Get
has.
the car.
Not making a comparison to her and JoJo Siwa, but just the voice alone. Are you serious, man?
I hate that shit.
Lean back.
It's the what do you call that? The vocal fry.
I like that. I don't feel safe with him. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't feel safe with him either, but like, your dumbass fucking tried to kill them and run them over.
Yeah, and trust me, he doesn't feel safe being with you.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you ram cars and take off. Thank you for getting my car dirty and
You slammed my face against the car. Are you kidding me?
oh.
You're gonna
Shut
lose
the
your
fuck
job.
up.
You slammed my
I
face
love
against
it.
the car. How many bags did you swallow? Over 100. I told you I need to go to the hospital. He said he didn't give a fuck.
Over 100 bags. That is a mule, boys.
Bring her back out.
Bring her out. I'll search her.
That is a mule. You have 100 bags of what?
I don't have anything on me at all.
That's a mule.
We gotta bring you to the hospital? Yes.
That's what I told him,
Do you know
yeah.
how many?
A lot.
We have an ambulance coming
A
here,
lot.
right?
See?
No.
I was trying to help him. I was trying to hurt him.
What's that?
I said I was trying to help him. Sorry. You were looking at me crazy.
It's just for me. When you're putting her in there, you seatbelt, forearm, just like you were taught, right? Against her chest, holding her back, and get that seat all the way up front. If she would wiggle out, her feet are free, so just redo it. So we'll see. Yeah. So, there you go. Adjust the seat.
Could you call my dad and tell him, like, my car and
We'll get that sorted out in a few.
I like
Your
the
car.
ad.
You call your dad. What what's dad gonna do?
Spit on it.
Yeah.
You were easily anywhere from 5 to 6K, and that's me lowballing the shit out of it. But it went up to 10K at the gas station.
I know, but
2 police
Hey,
vehicles.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Well,
you took all that.
this is a mule, man.
How old is she?
I don't know.
when they pin me like that. I didn't
You're gonna get you the help that you need,
How dilated those eyes are. Oh my god.
Can I please
Oh,
have
yeah.
Seeing into the 4th plane right now.
I'm not giving them any issues. It's you that is hurting them.
I'm not giving you any issues. No, you gave
You
them
are
a lot of
nothing but
issues.
issues. You are the definition of issues.
This guy acting like he's big tough guy.
He's not. He's doing his job. Right.
Your brother Dylan's.
Oh, but they're just ignoring him. Like, it just she rammed, dude. That could have killed somebody. What if that rammed the pump and that got and that exploded?
The fire. Yeah, that was like the initial thing. It's one thing to have a car run into another car, people scatter. Another thing to have a potential mass conflagration and explosion on your hands on top of that.
Yeah, she just. That's a lot. Like,
Hey, I gotta process you. Why don't you just
Wake up.
read this? You can read, right? Understand? How old are you? Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a pain in the butt, but we gotta get it done. So we're gonna do your right arm
33?
first. It's
You
gonna
look
be
like
right
you're
thumb.
40.
Yep.
This is a disaster, dude. Let's just put this flat.
I'm telling you, man. People like this
Ball your fist.
floor me.
It's not pretty easy.
Like, I mean, I could see someone in their 20s doing
go like
this,
this.
but
You
the
do
second
that.
you turn 30, you get like, fuck, you know, you don't want to do that.
I'm just trying to do this, and it's coming out like
want
So-
you here any longer than I need you here.
I love the attitude this guy's like. Dude, the fucking arm
Feet over that way so we got more space over here.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're done. They got to deal. Like, this is someone who already fled, so they already have a warrant out for this woman. Like, she actually did something, and now they're looking for her. And then they got a couple other things pop up on her, and then she eats a bunch of pills.
Do you mind leaning forward so I can do your prep?
She played too much Left 4 Dead.
I don't know what's so difficult.
No, it's a
There
mule,
you
man.
go, buddy.
I know.
I've ran into him on one
There you
occasion.
go, buddy.
Can't lean forward?
Considering my feet are right here, I'm like, you don't suck like that.
It's not what I heard.
Oh, yeah, is it?
Some crazy shit about you.
Oh, I bet you did. That's a good one.
Alright.
Oh,
That's
what
a
a
good
man
one.
you are.
I say the moment you get the money from it,
Good thing that I can't
put the
smash
animal
my
down.
head against a cop car.
Alright.
No, they'll use them until they fall apart.
What's that, man?
They'll break
No, I
the
didn't
brakes
know
off
that.
those people.
I can't understand you because you
Oh,
only
you're
From the
talking
few,
like,
So we're gonna
from the
cuff
few
you back to
people
the
I
bed,
know,
and then,
man,
we're
when
gonna
it
go
comes
from
to
there. Fair
female
enough.
drug
Please
mules,
don't touch
man.
me, sir. Please don't touch me. I'm not resisting.
swear.
Please don't touch me. You like squeezing me?
Nope, I just don't want you to go anywhere. You already
I'm
took
not going
took
anywhere.
off on us twice. She's not obviously not posting her bond, so.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you're gonna come up with 500K? Okay.
Yeah, I've already. Yeah.
You can do it at court tomorrow.
Electra Chuli, 33 years old, was charged with criminal attempt to assault
Obviously
a
not
public
close to
safety
her
officer,
mom.
first-degree reckless endangerment, 3 counts of criminal mischief, 2 counts of interfering with an officer, reckless driving, engaging in a police pursuit, evading responsibility after a collision, and possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia. She was additionally charged with improper number of marker plates and failure to maintain her lane. Authorities said the decision to attempt a box-in maneuver at the gas station was based on Chuli's prior history of evading law enforcement. Officials confirmed that no injuries were sustained by any police officers or members of the public. Chuli is being held on a $500,000 bond and is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
So, like, when you're carrying that much stuff, by the way, we're gonna be checking out a game today. One of LCX's things. Hosts, Snow. Someone that's been on, someone that's been a channel. She made her own game, but we'll look at it after. But yeah, no, hold on a sec, boys. Let me fix up some stuff here. And this. Oh. Gotta turn that down a little bit more. Gotta turn that up a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, so no, like that 100, if that was 100 bags, I don't know if that was 100 bags, but maybe she could have been lying, she could have been full of shit. I don't know.
Big number equals scary. I want to scare them.
Yeah. I want to make sure that they send me, they put me where they need.
Send me to the hospital so I could try and bolt again. Uh-oh, you're cuffed to the gurney. Uh-oh.
Yeah, maybe we're wrong. Maybe she's not a mule. Maybe we're lucky. Maybe she's not. But if you're saying you have 100 bags of an illegal substance, average use maybe 5 to 10. Like that's like having like let's say they're pills. Let's say they're hardcore pills. Okay. Most controlled substances like fentanyl and stuff, they usually only give you enough for like 20 to 30 pills. If she said she took 30 baggies, like 100 baggies, that's what? That would be the equivalent of having an entire like an entire illegal substance, you think. So she's probably either a dealer or a mule too. Yeah. I could see being a dealer, maybe someone who maybe partakes in dealing, because that's what a lot of women do on the solo time. They'll get like pain pills. What was the one I heard? Not Oxycontin. What was the one I always heard of that people were constantly doing? What was it? Shit, my brain just kind of melted. Not fentanyl.
Is it another painkiller?
It's not no, it's I'm trying to remember the name of it now. Shit. Prozac. That's what it was.
Prozac, okay. I was the other one I was thinking of was the one that starts with a Z.
Xilax, or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah, these substances are constantly used in, like usually women will get those, and that's usually your female dealer. Your male dealer is usually pot. Your female dealer's usually like
Maybe a little bit of Colombian table salt. You know what I mean, man?
Well, no. If you're talking low level, like anybody who's got the big fucking powder and shit, you gotta. That's the more aggressive.
That's a pricier scratch and sniff, if you know what I mean.
yeah, that's a pricier scratch and sniff. It all depends on like the variable levels and stuff. But I find most low level guys.
You're gonna have to go to the very scary side of the neighborhood, not just the shady side, the scary side.
Yeah.
You're not just going to Cleveland. You're going to East Cleveland.
Okay. Yeah. So the way it was described, or the way it was described, like the way it was kind of like how I dealt with it and the people, because I lived in some really bad parts of the neighborhood. Usually, like the more dangerous substances, you're dealing with a more concerted guy. Unless it's like meth or something like that. Usually meth, you can make meth. No, I don't advise making meth. Highly illegal.
We don't advise you on making, selling, or doing anything related to said substances that we are discussing.
No, don't do that.
We want you to be safe. We want you to be healthy. You know, there's one thing I can suggest to you good people. It's called water. It's good to hydrate.
No, it's called coffee. Like, I'm a coffee...
No, water's healthier. All right?
No, I'm a coffee pusher. Bob, how dare you? I'm drinking my pumpkin spice now. Fucking good.
Yeah.
We like our beans, boys. We like our beans here. I do believe in pushing. I do
Me
believe
at 3 a.m. looking for beans.
I do. Hey, man, you gotta have your beans. Dude, I'm such a coffee freak. I even have a little fucking tin of instant coffee in my freezer. That tells you something.
Okay. I'm about to say, I understand people are connoisseurs, but water. I want to push something healthy, something good. Because it makes a world of difference. If you're working out or you're doing something constantly, definitely drink water, especially now that summer's around the corner.
Yeah, drink more water is a good idea, but drink more coffee is the best idea.
Drink coffee on occasion, all right? Do it maybe a cup in the morning, just to get you started. Don't do it at night unless you really have to be up at night, like you're on third shift. But summer's coming around the corner. Drink your water. Sweet tea's good too.
No, it's not. Coffee. Cold brew coffee, baby.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying drink tea like it's water. Don't do that. Don't do that. But on top of coffee is like, okay, if you want to treat yourself, maybe some sweet tea. Hot summer day.
Oh, come on. Cold brew coffee, baby. Anyway, alter or witch hat of the witch hat. Today, Bob.
Did episode 9 come out?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
That is something I was completely unaware of. I would have been on it.
New episode came out.
Okay, damn.
It's every Monday at around noonish.
Every Monday? Okay, now that I know the schedule, it makes life a little easier.
I don't know why you weren't paying attention to the schedule. It was like every Monday it seemed.
How often do you think I use Crunchyroll? You tell me to look at something, I look at it, and that's it.
I'm usually like, but there's a lot more on. Like, I watch it on the side. I always check to see what they have. You never know. It might be an anime. You might find that one anime where you're like, okay, this.
90% of my consumption of media is music because I'm usually doing something else. Especially listening to hardstyle when you're working out. Oh, dude, it makes a world of difference.
Now you're working out again?
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Well, I say again, but it's more so I lift the dumbbells because I feel like I need to do something a little more.
Yeah, I know. I do the dumbbells too. Even usually after the stream, I'll do like 20 reps, 20 sprints, and then 20 threats just to do something. Then I'll use the grippers I'll do 20 the grippers for your hands and stuff, and then I'll use.
That has such different connotations in the modern day. I know exactly what you're talking about, but
yeah,
showing them dogs, them grippers.
Man. Okay, so Witch Hat, Offer Witch Hat, episode 9. Unless you want me not to spoil this.
Please don't. We can do it tomorrow. I know. I was completely unaware of this. I didn't know what the schedule was. I was thinking it would be a Tuesday thing.
He's working out hard, lifting the weight of an orc podcast on his shoulder. Yeah, about right.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, but I don't deserve that level of praise.
He's talking to me, boy. You get a boy for that one. All right.
I don't know.
All right. So I guess we'll look at this game, Arcanon. Okay. Clicked it. Okay. Choose board AI.
Speaking of the recent thing that I brought up yesterday, are we gonna be talking about that on Tuesday?
No, we're gonna talk. We got a couple things to talk about, but I'm gonna do the quick game first.
Yeah. Well, normally it's like we talk over the game. Like you'll do your review, and then I do like I don't know my little talk segment while you're playing the game.
Yeah. Oh, do I have to actually use the mouse? Okay, I gotta use. Oh, that's how it works. Okay.
Try again.
Oh, okay. All right. So unfortunately, this is not. I'll have to be more careful here.
Try again.
I will most likely die a lot because I am not used to using a keyboard to actually function stuff.
What's your keyboard style?
Yeah, continue. My keyboard style is usually what this is right here. I'm kind of a.
Are you using QWERTY, WASD?
I don't like using keyboards. I usually, if a game like this, I'd like to use the tin.
There was a. It was very bizarre to me. Before a certain update, they didn't have a QWERTY keyboard. It was all alphabetical, and it threw me off so much trying to use it.
Yeah.
Because we get so used to the QWERTY, or as I used to call it, WASD.
Yeah, I am not a keyboard guy at all. So this is. Although this game is good, this actually looks like a cool game. I'm just like, I am not a keyboard guy at all. So this is gonna go real bad. Yeah, I'm wiped. But I mean, this is a solid game. There's good flow. Like, this looks kind of cool. Like, I honestly, for someone creating a game, I'm actually kind of like, yeah, okay, I can see this being worth it.
Try again.
Oh, I'm sucking bad. Yeah, I am not good at these games like this. Oh yeah. Also, I kind of wish there was inertia. Like, I wish I could just, like, you know, let the inertia take over and then just, like... kind of let that be the beast of the hour, but I don't think I have inertia.
Your foolish game has ended.
New high score. I'm not going to count that. Not a bad game, actually. Definitely would have to sit down and play it. It's one of those type of games where I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do very well with that.
Oh, this is like a twin stick game.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But I'm trying to use the mouse to do it. I'm trying to use the keyboard and the mouse to do it, which did not go well. I'm used to having like, yeah, no,
At least
that
it still has tighter controls than Asteroid.
yeah, I'd agree with that. I'm gonna take a quick washroom break, and then we're gonna get talking. Actually, Bob, start talking about our the real life D&D dungeon.
Yeah, real life D&D dungeon over in, if I'm not mistaken, Poland. This is the tough part because it's like, how do I pronounce that name? Wiliksa. Wilikska salt mine. It's a salt mine in the middle of the town of Wilikska. Over in southern Poland.
Yep. It is it's been around since the medieval time.
Yeah.
They've been slowly working on it forever. And up until recently, like very, very recently, wasn't it like 1990, 2005, they stopped producing salt?
Yeah, they've also made extensions to it in 2008 and 2013.
Yep. So this is an active mine that now they've turned into a tourist attraction. It's kind of cool what they've done in there. As you go down the mine, I don't know if you have any images for me, Bob, but
nope.
Okay.
Excavated from the 13th century, produced table salt up until 1996.
Okay.
It is a historic monument, though. It's one thing that's nice. Also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. What is UNESCO?
Basically, it's like this is a protected site. It's like it's
considered...
Oh,
like Stonehenge.
Yeah. Yeah. In other words, it should hold a deeper fashion. It should hold a deeper fashion than what exists now, but it doesn't, which I really think it should.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'd say it's been around longer too.
I think
I know everybody has their monuments, and I get it, but I always have more respect for the older monuments because that is a testament.
Yeah, not the giant butt plug, the big green butt plug that someone put up as a monument.
Supposedly that thing was supposed to be the little pine trees that come with like the little train set. You know, the little wooden train that you give for kids? It was supposed to be one of those pine trees, but it ended up looking like a giant butt plug.
Yeah, what got even more funnier is because the thing got graffitied. Now it's been removed. They finally got rid of the fucking proud, brave girl that was the feminist item, the brave girl that was fighting the bull of Wall Street.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, the one thing standing in front of what is it?
The one thing standing in front of
our economy being powerful and getting better and stronger.
The bull is supposed to be the charging value of progress. That's not including progress itself. So the one thing standing in front of progress is women. Yeah, that was a smart thing to incorporate. It wasn't
this is what happens when you put things up but don't know what the original thing that you're against does.
No. That was someone trying to make a statement, and the person was pissed. The original creator of the bronze bull was rather upset because he's like, well, no, mine was about progress and advancing forward, something like a charging bull, always moving, always going something, and then hers is supposed to be like femininity and that type of stuff.
I get what it is, because in school, the reason I mentioned the power of a market and the economy is because that's how it was taught to us.
Yeah.
we were taught in school that the bull is supposed to be like kind of the representation of Wall Street, is like the power of the economy given form. It's strong, it's going forward, and it's constantly on the rise.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely stupid. And then people started doing silly stuff like people started graffitiing it and doing stuff to the bronze girl, and then the bronze girl. I think the final straw was someone super glued a vibrator up the dress. And I think she now. I have no idea where she stands now, even if she does. I think it's been I think it was destroyed. I don't know.
She decided to sit on the park bench.
I don't know what happened to the bronze girl. I don't know if it still exists or not. Like, I
don't know what happened to the 30-year-old bronze cat lady.
Yeah. No, I don't know what happened to the bronze girl. I don't know if they ever moved but I do know they moved it.
Oh, dude, that wasn't a girl. That was a woman, easily in her 30s.
That was supposed to be a little girl. It was.
That wasn't a little girl.
Yeah, the bronze.
I've never seen a little girl with like D tits and a fupa.
What are you talking about? The bronze girl was not like that at all.
The statue that I remember in Wall Street is this slightly overweight woman with her hand on her hip.
Bronze. I don't know what you are talking about.
Am I thinking of the wrong area? Ow! I know where I went wrong. They took down a statue of one of our founding fathers, and I think they had it replaced with the Fupa woman.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm getting it twisted.
Yeah, I don't know where it is now, but I know it did exist, and it was.
All right. But either way, the bull is supposed to be progress.
Yeah.
An icon to progress.
Yeah.
I had a point where it's like, this is why you don't put things up without knowing what the predecessor put it up for.
Yeah.
This goes for anything. It's the equivalent of like magic, in a D&D setting. It's like,
it was.
There's a fire elemental coming at us. What do? I shall use fire on it. But you can throw a Molotov at it? Why?
Yeah. So anyway, the bronze girl was considered. It was called the fearless girl. Stays in financial. So it's basically standing in front of progress. It's a weird. I don't know why it was done. I don't know if it's still what is famous 50-inch broad statue defining in front of her hand tips. History created by the sculptor. Blah, 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 charging Wall Street. Location directly outside New York Stock. Is it still there? I thought it was gone.
Chief.
Yeah.
Go back to what the girl statue was. It was like the standing girl or whatever.
Fearless girl.
Fearless girl. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to be fearless if you stand in the way of everybody succeeding.
Hold on, I'm just gonna see if I don't think it's...
Put two and two together. It's like if you force everyone to stagnate, you better be fucking fearless. People are gonna get mad real fast.
Yeah. They changed the location, if I remember correctly. It's no longer. It now stands in front of the. It's a 4-foot-high girl standing in front of self-confident, in front of the exchange building. They originally had it in front of the bronze thing, but I think they moved it. It was graffiti. It was purposely. A lot of people were pissed off about it. So yeah, it got inevitably removed. But back to cool statues. The knight statues and all the crosses and different statues that are found in the Wall Street. I mean, not the Wall Street. The Poland.
Like the catacombs in France, we have the catacombs of Wall Street. It's where all the corporate suits are buried.
No, it's where all the hookers and other things that they and illegal
corporate suits come in many forms.
Yeah, it's all the hookers. It's all the hookers. What's it called left underneath there? You can hear the faint screaming of. You can hear the faint sounds of condoms being slowly flushed down the toilet full of cocaine. Anyway,
On top of that, when the car drives over, that wasn't the asphalt cracking, that was their bones.
Mhm. This got way too fucking dark. Let's get back to the
Dude, we were moving on to like American Gods at this point. Like we already talked about the Lottery Man. Now there's like this. God, we're really making our own SCPs at this point.
It's clear. Bob does not want to talk about salt mine, so we're gonna go right to the.
No, I don't give a fuck about them salt mines. You're like, hey Bob, look at this, look at this, and I was like, it was cool for the week that I looked at it.
We're gonna get to the game now.
Yeah, let us use the time we have to talk about anything that comes to mind, including the concept of the ground below us is laid by the bones of the condemned.
Yep.
God, that's metal as fuck.
Yeah. Today's episode, +1 Corpse Bride. Yeah. See, Bob does not want to talk about this today.
Well, also Bob is getting very poetic right now, but that's also because my social battery was drained after doing all I had to do today. I had to do a lot of talking. I don't like talking. Unless it's for short periods of time.
So
when you have to constantly talk for like 7 to 10 hours straight, that was the day I was having today. It was just yapping, all yapping.
Oh, okay. Well,
I apologize if my attention span is that of a goldfish. But now we get to talk about fun stuff instead of having to herd rats and deal with HR and not HR, that fucking call centers and shit.
Yeah. Oh, I had to deal with that today, so.
Kindred spirits. The monumental bureaucracy which was created by the bones of the condemned. Are you happy now? We're gonna make our own Eldritch Horrors. And they actually will be with hookers and cocaine.
No, I had fun last night. I had fun. I've had fun the night before, but no, today was good. We had conversations. I had Rum Panda on early for the early show on the first flagship of the morning show that was on, and yeah, no, we had good time talking about stuff, talking about D&D. Rum watched me play a small child beating up dogs, crows, and snakes. No, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. I do believe we killed the fly. Yeah. I think we are. Yep. Okay. We did. We killed the fly. Now we're gonna go and talk to the frogs. So overall though, great. This game, Breath of Fire, has always been a fun classic to mine. But like, if we got a remaster now or a remake of this, I would love that. And I really do hope one of these days we get ourselves a good remake. We haven't gotten a good remake in a while. Snakes, why does it have to be snakes? Yeah.
Potheads. Why does it have to be middle-aged potheads?
Why I don't have to deal with the teenage potheads. You get a lot of those assholes. And the 20-year-old potheads. Oh, fucking hippies. So no, I would really love.
Mine was just a Family Guy reference.
Yeah. No, me and those hippies. I hate them. I kind of wish, we got more more remasters. Like, fuck, what did we get this? What did we get this week for our great and all powerful remaster for Legacy of Kain? We didn't get the Legacy of Kain Blood Omen remaster we've been fucking waiting forever. We got Ascension. It's like, why would you make this game? I remember thinking to myself, all you have to do to make lots of money for fucking remakes, is the Blood Omen. Is literally remaster Blood Omen. That's it.
Yeah. Print money like Weimar Germany. But this time it won't crash the market.
Yeah. What, you don't like spending $1,000 for a loaf of bread?
At that point you might as well just eat your neighbor. At least that one's free.
Yep. Oh, I remember the ration. I remember hearing about the ration systems and stuff that existed. But yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, communism. I'd say that. You know, that is one thing, if we're gonna bring up sci-fi that can somewhat relate to it.
Well, we're not bringing up sci-fi. We're just talking about remasters and what remasters we want in video games.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why. My brain went to, like, Star Trek, and it's like, you got this uniform currency system, and then, like, somehow all the nations became a super nation. It's like, there's usually only 2 ways to do it. One of them, I think, is impossible. The second one's more likely. It's like, the second one's through war, and then the exhausted states manage to clamber back together. But the primary one, the first one was like, oh, it's all peaceful and all that. It's like, I don't know about that.
Alright, let's get rid of the golden fly.
Alright, so we're talking about remasters.
Yeah.
The problem with remasters is oftentimes they get rebranded to remakes.
Yeah.
And it's like, they use that term interchangeably. Both consumers and the creators, you know, like the studios. So
the Legacy of Kain game, for example, but I'm using Blood Omen as a key example. You have a game.
A game no one knows, but okay.
Fuck you.
At least I was honest.
No, you weren't. Anyway.
I heard him. But go ahead.
Yeah, so anyway, like Legacy of Kain, for example. The Legacy of Kain game, the original Blood Omen, is something that people have been wanting for years. Literally to the point that when talks of a remaster, people were like, ooh, there's a like people would have went for a Kickstarter. Now, what do we get? Legacy of Kain Ascension. And I'm like, Ascension literally throws out the story of the OG Legacy of Kain, throws out the lore, and kicks it out. Yeah, screw you, Shadowman.
Oh, what'd Shadowman say? I'm actually curious. I'm gonna look at the chat now.
Yep. So Star Fox on Switch. No, the problem with Star Fox is very simple. We don't want to read the N64 game. We want a new Star Fox.
Shadowman.
Yeah, we want a new Star Fox.
Yeah. Whenever the chief mentioned Legacy of Kain, I thought he was talking about a book series. I thought he was talking about Elric.
Yeah. So,
but I was thinking one that people would be aware of is the Resident Evil remakes. Like, what was it? Resident Evil 2 is drastically different from the original.
You don't need a remake of Resident Evil. So, like, you got a remake of Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 4 isn't even out.
Not the point I'm making. Not the point I'm making. Not the point I'm making at all.
No.
I'm not saying remakes to be made. I'm saying, like, what ended up happening. Is like, you want a remake, you want a remaster, and people keep using those terms interchangeably to the point where even I get confused by it. You play the original Resident Evil 2, and then you play the new remake of Resident Evil 2, and they play completely differently.
Remake, not a remaster. A remaster is a game that is like, you know, they just upgrade the graphics and fix stuff. When I say a remake of Legacy of Kain Blood Omen, you know, you are remaking a game because they technically already have a remaster, quote unquote, of Blood Omen. But when I say remake, I am talking about an actual game that's done like in making improvements. Like I wouldn't even call the Resident Evil 2
so turn
game.
Legacy of Kain into a Souls-like. That's an improvement.
No, they tried Cult of Defiance. They did that at Cult of Defiance.
Improved combat system.
Mm-hmm.
So people would eat that shit up. I almost guarantee it.
Nope, I don't think they would.
I'd say if you do it in the modern era, Legacy of Kain, it'd be something people haven't really heard of, and the fans will look at it maybe with some interest. And
No, I don't think
that's
the
the one odd thing about Souls-like games. Yes, it's either you get it or you don't.
Yeah.
But I mean, you may get some more love to the series.
No. Yeah, I disagree because of simply fact it just wouldn't work for the franchise. And they already technically have a system very similar to that already. So what's the point? As I said 3 times.
Oh, then sink the ship. If there's no changes, if nothing's going to happen, sink it.
Then that would be a remaster. If you're doing that. For example, Resident Evil.
No, I mean like the series itself, Legacy of Kain itself. If it's not doing anything, keep the oldies, enjoy the oldies, and it'll be a memory.
Yeah, unfortunately, that the problem is it's like it's flawed gems. It's very similar to like when you play your your OG Earth Defense Force.
Yeah, that game.
Yeah, you got it now, Bob. You get what I'm laying down now. The rock is cooking. You smell what the rock.
Yeah. I do smell what this rock is cooking, and damn, if it's not igneous, it might be sedimentary.
But that's what I'm trying to say. You got legit that's a legit problem that gamers end up having, and like you'd love a remake.
That is the difference between a normie and a gamer right there, right? It's not just nostalgia, it's you have your gem. Your one gem that literally maybe nobody fucking knows about, but you love it to death. Flaws and all. I don't give a fuck about the story of EDF because the story is just background. Literally, it's background radio chatter. That is the story of EDF.
The only problem is with that, like I said, but imagine if they touched up and fixed the stuff that the game had that was a core problem. A remaster could do that a little bit, but a remake would make a complete fix overhaul. Imagine any glitches or errors or problems that were causing problems.
They tried doing that with EDF. It didn't work. I point to EDF Iron Rain. They tried turning it... Yeah, they changed up the system so much that it kind of went the same route as Insect Armageddon.
Yeah.
Insect Armageddon tried to westernize it because that plot happened in the Americas.
Yeah.
And they had this...
But
I don't know how to describe it. There's a certain theme that some games have, and I always call them rental games. They are like your rental shooters. You go down to like the Blockbuster, the Family Video, or what have you, and you play the shooter game. It has like guns that you could buy for X amount of credits. You have fun with the new gun, then you buy the new gun. EDF never had buying and upgrading weapons. It was just like you pick up box, you get gun. If you pick up box and get copy of gun roll, you get upgrade to gun. It was very simple. It was so straightforward. And then Insect Armageddon and Iron Rain added the credit system.
Yeah.
At least with Insect Armageddon, it was just one credit system. Iron Rain had 3 to 4 different types of currency.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Here's my thing with the EDF stuff. Like let's be honest. It's the biggest problem. Like first EDF had some serious glaring issues. But imagine if they fixed that up. There was frame rate drops.
The first EDF was a bin game.
Yeah. I'm well aware, but like I said, I'm just saying, imagine if they fixed it up, did stuff that you liked, and added some fixed some of the glitches and errors. Like I remember that game would flag. If I remember correctly, that game had some serious fucking lag issues.
I think you're misremembering. That was the magic of EDF. You never had lag because everything was so simple and cut down.
I remember some lag. Like I don't know why I remember lag. It's just for some reason my brain remembers it slowing down.
Chief, you're old. Your processor's getting old. You're gonna have lag in life. It's okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. Anyway.
No, EDF, because of how simple the graphics were and how the assets were condensed, it runs really smooth for all the shit that's going down. The only time I ever ran into lag was multiplayer.
Multiplayer, that's when we went into lag, yeah.
Is because it's one thing for your character to have the fuck you explosions. It's another thing to have 3 other people with the fuck you explosions on top of that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The newer EDFs, because of how they expanded, it will crash a lot because it's a bunch of particle effects, bunch of explosions, bunch of damage numbers being thrown out.
Am I thinking of the later EDFs? But I'm using...
You are thinking of like EDF 2025, EDF 6.
Okay.
Between that era, actually it wouldn't be EDF 2025 because no one plays 2025, they play 4.1. I shit you not. 4.1 is just a newer version of 2025. It's the same exact game.
I was certain that it was... I'm trying to remember now.
Oh wait, sorry. I got the title wrong. It's 4.1, Shadow of New Despair. My bad. Yeah, it's a re-release of the same game. That is your re-release that you're looking for.
Yeah, I can't remember what game it was. It's been a long time since I fucked with the EDF franchise, but I'm using that as like, what if you got a game that you wanted to see a good, like something that was glitchy, like it's a flawed gem, but you like it. Now imagine if we took that flawed gem and polished it up to a nice sheen.
Don't.
And you know, what?
Don't.
Yeah.
Do not polish it. The charm of EDF is how simple it is. How basic everything looks.
EDF,
that is the charm of EDF.
Maybe EDF is like that, but imagine something that's not like that. That's what I'm taking. I'm talking about a game. You're focusing on one thing here.
Are you talking how
Pick a game.
How
Pick a game.
nice are we making Legacy of Kain? Are we trying to make it the next Witcher, or are we keeping the pixel art?
No, we're keeping the old pixel art.
Okay.
We're talking about picking like nice pixel art. The graphics are a little better.
Songs of Conquest, get the Songs of Conquest people. Beautiful pixel art. Get them.
I'm talking about, hey, you know that one area where you can randomly get stuck and then you're embedded in the wall, or you get into a knockback situation where you can't seem to escape, or like fixing those, you know, the errors that actually functionally cause problems for
the errors that any code rat could solve. Sorry.
Could solve in 5 seconds, yeah.
Yeah. It's always errors like that because we both understand Legacy of Kain's been around the block for a while. By now, people would be able to go into its HTML and fix that error.
You could fix a lot for the game. Like, there's also stuff, like, for example, the game isn't 100% complete because it had to get rushed out. Why not why not bring it back and polish?
Was it sponsored by EA?
No, it was Crystal Dynamics. And they
honestly, that sounds like an EA move if I ever heard one.
Dude, that happens a lot. That isn't just
it does.
EA.
It does.
Really
it does.
But
EA is like the most known for it. But yeah, everybody does. I mean, hell, Sony's been the recent boogeyman with that.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Like, look at how many. Like, what I have like at least 4 games that aren't 100% finished at this point, and I keep hearing rumors that the only reason the He-Man game didn't come out this last month is that they're going to wait for the He-Man movie and then they're going to drop it on the He-Man movie, hoping that more people pay attention to the game. Which,
fair.
If that movie flops, guess what? You've now lynched your title to a fucking game, to a movie that's gonna flop. Like, I'm hearing
the only thing that'll save you is word of mouth of people willing to bite the bullet. And hope that spreads enough.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
that's the only way you're bringing the game out of the grave if the movie flops that hard.
Yeah, like, I'm hearing the game's good. From what I'm already hearing, like, people talking about that this is like that the game.
How hard is it to do a side scroll and beat 'em up?
It could be coding nightmare depending on what you're trying to do.
Fair. But it's like outside of your basic combat loop, your levels, and your text dialogue.
Like River City Girls 2 is a massive game. There were some serious issues with the game known as like.
Where the fuck did this cut come from?
What?
Sorry, I got a cut on my leg. I was like, where the fuck did what?
Oh.
Must have been in my running around. Must have grazed against something.
Yep. Know the feeling. I hate villains that like to fucking flee every 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah, you'd hate Mikolash.
But no, what I was trying to say is like that problem with those type of games, you could always have major issues. And when those issues kind of crop up, it could be, you can always have another extra fun problem here, an extra fun problem there.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine a complete fix to this.
I actually don't know what Old Legacy of Kain is like, so I would have to use what you described earlier, like getting stuck and all that.
I've actually live streamed it 3 times, and I've told you to watch the live stream. I think it's a game. Not only do I think it's play, you fucking love it.
I've seen your gameplay, but I don't know outside of the examples you gave me, the extenuating issues that the game had. You know.
Well, you've seen them. Like I've actually had one of the.
I don't know why you stick with the series, but I mean, hey, everybody's got their own. I get you. You know, it was your baby.
No, I don't stick. I stick with.
Like I've never had that issue with EDF in all my years. I've never had something that drastic where I had to reload a save because of X.
I know didn't have a system crash, but I have had errors where the game will, you run into something or you get trapped or
that's what I'm saying.
The scaling goes all over. The scaling for that game can go everywhere. You'll get moments where it's like everything's fine, and then you're like, whoa. Then it's like you got 15 demons fucking shooting fireballs in one room, and you didn't have enough time, and you get just fucking completely like wiped out. It's like. The heart of darkness screams at you, like the spell. No, it's a great game, but it's very similar to certain games will have that problem. Like you'll have that system flaws,
Yeah, like I said, that goes back to my further point of I've never had something in EDF, my baby, to where I've had to reload a save because, you get stuck, and that's catastrophic if you haven't saved in a while.
Yeah, but that's not like in a like the Legacy of Kain baby franchise for me. It's one of my more favorite. Like if I was to be perfectly honest, it's one of the many franchises I like. That's like saying that's like saying the Dark Souls franchise is your baby.
I wouldn't say that, but then again, I never made great claims for Dark Souls. I realized what it was after a while.
Elden Ring you have, but
I've said praises because it was different from the rest of the franchise.
Yeah.
It's the thing. I'm not delusional, all right?
Yeah.
I will play a Souls game. I will never consider myself a Souls fan.
Yeah.
If you don't understand what I have just said, you have already lost.
Yeah. And that's the thing with Souls games. They're hit and miss sometimes.
Cult.
They are cult. Yep. That's why I said you won't. Yeah, like a Legacy of Kain. Like
everyone hangs on the Dark Souls writing like it's new and amazing. No, they just copied chapters from Berserk. They've copied story points from other series.
Yeah,
this isn't revolutionary.
It's dog shit. It's fucking dog shit. It's Nietzsche references. Oh yeah, it's all over the place.
Now, you want to know a series that actually has some good lore? Is actually good for a Souls-like? Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen is actually really solid for Dark Fantasy.
Take your word for that one.
I just like the concept of the Umbral Lantern being out of everyone's hands kind of thing. It's like the church wants to control it, but it can't. Rogar wants to get rid of it, but they can't. Like, the Umbral influence is constant. The Putrid Mother is really like this eldritch entity that wishes to consume everything. I don't know, it felt like a breath of fresh air where it still kept with a dark mood, but it didn't try going over the top to edgelord territory like Souls games. Elden Ring could have been prevented if Marika didn't have a woman moment, right? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm not a... For me, Elden... Like, I don't know. I've never liked Elden Ring. I don't like the Dark Souls franchise as a whole. Like, I don't like the gameplay. I find it...
I'm there for the gameplay. I think the plot's mid. In fact, it's kind of worse than mid. It's just there. I'm just there to kill shit.
It's middling for me. Like, I feel like repetitive button presses, and this is a guy who's playing a JRPG saying this right now. Think about that.
Isn't playing a game always repetitive button presses?
Yeah, but the vibe and the energy, roll once, roll twice, strike, roll once, roll twice, strike, roll once, roll strike. I start glazing over when that type of action games.
Yeah, I can get that.
But like Monster Hunter,
that's why what made certain games fun for me, where it copied that Souls formula. You look at it like a fighting game.
Yeah.
Except instead of it being a 2D fighting game like Street Fighter or a subtle 3D one like Tekken, it's what did you say? It is still a 3D environment, but it's a 3D environment with range, hitbox detection, and all sorts of different things. Now, it's not as advanced as those other fighting games, because those ones focus in on what they are. But a Souls game, it's like, having that knowledge, I've played footsies with somebody before.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Souls games at all for that. And it's like, and then you get bored after a while, and they don't want to do it anymore.
That is why I think Lords of the Fallen, and I'm excited for Lords of the Fallen 2, that's supposed to be coming at the end of the year. Or somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
It did everything I wanted them to do for something like Elden Ring. Lords of the Fallen has Sekiro-style deflection and parry timings. It's not required, but if you pull it off, you get rewarded. But it's not required at all.
I sort of like, not gonna lie, I sort of like the old school, what was it there? Like, I actually didn't mind the combat loops and certain things. Like, there's some other games coming out that actually look pretty good. But for me, I don't mind loops, but for some reason those games just never attracted me to anything. I'm just kind of like, oh, really? This game again?
It's kind of weird, is like Lords of the Fallen was the first Souls-like game I played in a long time that felt like I was actively progressing. It wasn't the same drab colors. I mean, it was still dark colors at certain areas, but every environment felt different.
I don't know. A part of me likes not the crash out, but a part of me likes those old games where you're like, not to sound weird, but I kind of like the games where you're playing like the chaos when it comes to those type of games. Like, you're gonna do something like that, I want that chaos. That's the reason I like beat 'em ups. This is the reason I like what was the name of the game now that has some great fucking combat chaos?
Inferno Magic.
Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter and shit like that. That stuff like has chaos. Like, when you're gonna make a game like that,
Two other neat things that Lords of the Fallen had over any of the FromSoft games. The Umbral Realm changes things. It's where you could be in the same exact area. Like, let's say you're in the same room in the real world. The moment you transfer to the Umbral, it changes. There's eyes and tentacles and shit on the wall looking at you. They actually follow your character. And some areas you're required to transfer into Umbral to progress through the area. So you're kind of going this, think of it like a light switch on and off. Because if you stay in the Umbral too long, the Red Reaper comes and kicks your ass. You can't be in there for too long or else something notices you. It really feels like, what's Ravenloft. It has that Ravenloft vibe. Where the longer you're in there, the more something's going to notice you.
Yeah, I gotcha. I like I don't know. Like I said, I do like other stuff that, like, I don't know. Like I said, just Dark Souls was never my thing. You know, another one that was like that, where you have huge area effect stuff, where it's like you're fighting like the chaos stuff, is games like Samurai Warriors or
Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors, yeah, and then Hyrule Warriors if you want that, because I like that insanity.
Dynasty Warriors Gundam, anyone?
That was a
really
good
bad Gundam game, but it was a good Dynasty Warriors game.
Great Dynasty Warriors game. Absolute dog shit fucking Gundam game.
Yeah, Xeon versus Federation's better if you want a Gundam game.
Yeah, that is a real Gundam game. But yeah, Breath of Fire.
My hand is burning red.
Yeah.
As a kid, I remember that line from that game.
What? Oh yeah.
Domon's whole quote with the burning hand Gundam.
Yeah.
It tells me to grasp victory.
I have not watched that in fucking forever either. That's one I just really haven't had a look at in a long time. Yeah, keeping an ear out for the storm. Just in case we have a storm. That's why we started really early today. That's why I'm surprised. That's why I don't think we'll have an appearance. Huh. So no, Dark Souls itself, I don't know. I'm not a fan, but I'm not going to diss anyone who likes Dark Souls. Sekiro is the only one I kind of enjoy. And
I realized I start dissing things because I become jaded and aware to it, and I can't get away from people saying how great the thing is. So then I start being like anti that thing.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware.
I'm saying that to myself in a way because it's like I've come to that conclusion. I've just realized it, you know. It's like my contrarian nature comes from other people not shutting the fuck up.
Yeah. It's the reason I actually don't like Bloodborne anymore.
Oh, really? You don't like Bloodborne anymore?
No, I think it's crap now because it's like, fuck, I keep hearing people repeat Bloodborne. When are we getting another Bloodborne? Look at that mentality. You know how many people want a Bloodborne 2 or a remaster or a remake?
Or for people to get a proper PC port, for God's sake.
Never happened.
Oh man, getting a proper PC port is akin to apostasy here.
No, you gotta understand, when it comes to Sony, they are infamous for letting shit burn. AKA Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen.
You know, that's one thing I liked about the brand and Phasmophobia, because you can't use the brand Sony because you don't have the rights to it, so they call it Bony, B-O-N-Y.
Fucking works for that franchise.
Yeah, boning you all the time.
They really are. Like Sony isn't as bad as, I swear, Nintendo changed Sony for the worse.
I'm still trying to figure out how they got their fanatics. Nintendo? Like people willing to fork over that much money for X thing, and then you add the amiibos on top of it. Do you think it's the same craze as like the anime figurines? I definitely know Funko Pop's had a hand in that.
It's legacy, man. It's legacy.
Okay. Still wrapping my head around that Switch 2 price and the game prices.
Yeah. No, consoles are fucking getting too expensive at this point. You're literally buying
everything's getting expensive. Like we said last time, it's like gaming's become a luxury for some reason.
Well, that's what happens when you let the fucking normies in. Can't blame people for doing that, but that's what happens.
Yeah. Are we gonna have to go on witch hunts?
Yeah. Well, like I said, things have shifted in a way I don't think I've ever seen things shift. And
We're gonna
really
have to go to Gaming Plus Plus. I don't know what that's gonna look like.
retro gaming, man. They like I hate to say it. There's the only thing left now is the retro game.
Fair. But I'm thinking is like, okay, we have the video game.
Yeah. You're gonna have
What's
to do
the next step? Would it have to be like the... I know Sword Art Online's not a good anime. But would it have to be a VR to where you actually upload your mind to it?
No, we're not going to get... No, it's not worth it at this point. You might as well just go back to the old games. I hate to say it. That's all that's left. The indie market has now been it's gone. Doesn't exist anymore. Like the indie market was the last bastion. Oh, there's still going to be some good games here and there, but like you're always going to be side-eyeing any game that comes out now from the indie market.
Oh, dude. I was side-eyeing the shit out of the indies whenever I heard about Expedition 33 and looked into their backlog. I was like, yeah, no. No.
Yeah. Game, multi-million-dollar game. Oh, yeah, it's an
indie game. It won everything. We don't know how. It's just that good, guys.
Yeah. It won everything. It has a fucking team the size of a major studio. But it's an indie game, guys. Mixtape. It's an indie game, guy. Only fucking...
development team being the size of a small county.
Yeah. Millions of dollars dedicated to it. Yeah, but it's an indie game, guys. We swear. It's like, yeah,
Ever since Expedition 33 at the Video Game Awards, I was asking people, what is your definition of an indie game?
Yeah,
because I've had to do that. It's like, what do you see as an indie game? What does that mean to you? Yep. Because we all know it's independent developer. At least we're all supposed to know it means independent developer.
Yeah, but none of these are independent developers.
Independent. I've never heard of someone being independent and somehow getting $4 million out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Shit. Wait, Chief, we're independent YouTubers. Why don't we get $4 million, huh?
Yeah. I'm an independent guy. Give me that money. Give me that millions of.
Fuck it, hey.
Yeah. Yeah, Landsmaster. Yeah, I like Landsmaster too. That actually wasn't bad.
So what's your opinion on the new artwork people are talking about of that Star Fox trailer or whatnot that they showed? They're pulling the same thing with like Sonic, where the eyes are kind of off.
I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see. We'll see when it comes out. It's one of those I'm looking at it and going, maybe.
And I understand it's like no one's complaining about the gameplay or anything. It's purely just the art style that people find off-putting.
The N64 game again. It's like fuck. Like what can you really complain about that game? That was solid gameplay, dude. It's one of the few times I will say this without a shadow of a doubt. It's one of the few times I can honestly say it's a game I've played where I'm like, okay, well, I've actually played this because it's actually has value for me as a gamer. I am not a flight sim guy. I do not like flight sim games at all. I do not like them at all. Like I'm one of those guys who don't like what I don't like. That's how it works.
I'm one of those guys that is half decent at shooting down aircraft.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing. I can't play those games. Those games are too hard.
We're not talking about the gameplay. It was just the same thing with the Sonic movie where the eyes were off-putting. Yeah. Other than that, I think everybody's on board for the new Star Fox game.
I think so too. But again, it's the same Star Fox game. Like at that point, what can you really call it a new game at that point? Like I was even talking to a friend of mine about that. It's like, is it
You're
new?
the one who wanted a remake.
Yes, it's a good one. It's a good one, but the problem is, it's a franchise where we're like, do you know that's the 4th time they've remade the game? See, here's where we get into the other problem with remakes. What quantifies the reason to do that? When you have this game done 6 times in a row, why do we need a 7th or an 8th?
Licensing.
Yeah, but like, come on, do we really need?
That's it. That's probably it on top of a few other things. Hey, why does Todd Howard keep pushing Skyrim? Because it's easy and it makes money.
It's a good example. That's a good example. That's a very good example. There are 12 versions of Skyrim out there.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have one for a Texas Instrument calculator.
Okay, so I can actually explain it to you. You get a fun little. Let's break it down, Bob. Let's break it down.
Break it down. Are we breaking it down sexual style?
My fucking buddy doesn't watch any wrestling. Watch some wrestling. Generation X. Okay, so
One question, Generation X. How's that third divorce going?
Generation X, not Generation X, the Generation X. How's that divorce going? Good. Your generation, unfortunately, you know, how's finding a girlfriend?
You know, I think it's better to live and die single than go through 3 divorces and lose everything over again. And you're back at square one. Just saying.
Yeah. I don't know, never dodged all those bullets.
Exactly. We're both single.
Just one of us isn't a virgin.
I have a response to that.
Drop the hammer there.
Plus, I don't have a response to that. Some people see it as a point of shame. I see it as like, who cares? Meat is meat.
Yeah.
But say you're that desperate to bump uglies with somebody, I understand that's the natural animal call. I get it. I just don't understand it. I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway,
Stop thinking about bumping uglies, Chief. I heard that pause.
Yeah, for a second there. Hey Bob, picture that picture the tongue scene from Mixtape.
That was your generation that did that?
No. That I was just making a joke. I was just making a joke about how disgusting that scene was.
It is. Like that meme I stole the other day is like, okay, somehow Pragmata is disgusting and strange, but that is artwork. Somehow Mixtape with disembodied teeth and tongue is artwork. Get the fuck out of here. About to say, if these motherfuckers were able to do a line of Colombian table salt and had a complete free will over anything going on in the project, they'd make an artiste film, I guarantee you.
Oh, they actually are. Mixtape is having a version of it, being made that is no button presses, no prompts. It's just the artiste version of it.
I'm about to say, we all remember horses. I don't want to
So
see
in other words, they basically are turning it into a movie.
Why did you start it as a movie to begin with?
Because they knew it wasn't going to make any money.
Oh, maybe somebody shouldn't be slinging some fucking dough. That way you could at least save some.
Dude, she'll end up at her... Daddy will help her out. Remember, same girl who, you know... this is the same individual who kind of had a weird story about... you know, like that scene where she like pretended to set fire to a fucking place, and she's like, "Daddy, this is a warning, Daddy. I'm gonna start fires. This isn't it." Fucking, oh man, if my kid ever said that to me, fucking,
If I was made of half the money that guy's made out of, that's gonna look like the interrogation scene from John Wick. If that was my kid.
Dude, if I was a cop and my daughter said that things, I feel the power of the pimp. The pimp hand is calling my name. I'll be reaching out and I'll be slapping that bitch back to fucking next week.
And that's because Stone Cold says.
No. That's what a pimp named Slipjack says.
No, I know what you're saying. I get you. There's a pimp named Slickback. You gotta say the whole thing like a Tribe Named Quest.
Yep. Oh
but
my
no,
god.
I was thinking of, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold says so.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. One wrestling thing.
I know some things, don't know everything.
Yeah, but no, I would have backhand that girl. Oh my god, if that was my daughter.
Hell, that wouldn't even be a backhand. That'd be a full clenched fist.
Oh no, he can't hit you. You can't do that to your kid, man. Like it's not a son. If it was a son, yeah, you could punch your son. It's gonna happen. Eventually, you might have to punch your son.
I see no difference here.
No, you have to show. There's difference, Bob. Sorry, I'm not trying to be an ass, but that's the honest truth.
All right, I know what you mean. I get it.
Equal rights doesn't mean equal fights, man.
I know. Equal rights does mean equal lefts.
Hey, yeah, I know they yeah, but
if the pimpan goes one way, it shall go the other way. For thy shall turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
And I say again, in the church of the pin.
You can't do that to your kid, man. Unfortunately, I'm not against smacking your kid, man. I'm not against putting that fucking, you know. You don't have to be a complete ass about it, but you don't do that shit. You know, you gotta be very careful. You gotta have that level of decorum. You don't have to go completely insane, but you do need to have a little bit of decorum.
Yeah.
But it's truth, man.
Maybe it's a good thing I don't have kids. I don't have patience for people, let alone children.
Hey, you never know. You might have a kid one of these days. You'll have to teach them the power of the pimp hand.
If I hit him, I'm gonna hit him on the top of his head. We don't need taller heads in this family. Every time I look in the mirror, I look like fucking Senator Armstrong. Goddamn 5-head.
Yep. But you gotta have that power, man. The power of the pimp hand. It's not a power you want to use every day, but it is a power you have to have.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't fret over every egg.
Yep. But back to our, did I use that up? I hope I didn't. I'll see if I can. So, no.
Pimpan, that's some cushy Ivy League shit.
Yeah. I think if more, there's three things I think that can straighten a kid out. One of them is you lose a fucking sport and the kid doesn't get a participation trophy or something like that. You just if a kid doesn't,
you don't get rewarded for losing.
Yeah, you don't get totally rewarded for losing. You gotta kind of win a little bit. You don't win a lot, but you gotta win. You know, you gotta have that equal thing, man. Like that participation.
Raised don't like how I was raised. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
Oh, well.
In fact, the one time I was given a handout participation trophy, I felt worse. Because I realized I sucked fuck and I'm still being pitied.
Yep. Well, you know.
Those are your two choices right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's the two things that'll happen. Either you'll be insulted by the trophy, the participation trophy in this case, or you will be so unaware of why you got this and the whole point of it that you'll think, oh, I can still succeed by losing. Don't be the latter. Do not think you can succeed by losing. It is better to be insulted by someone giving you a handout like that than it is to say, "Ah, yes, I can never lose. I only win." We don't need that level of arrogance in the real world.
No, we don't. And it's, like I said, and parents every once in a while, when your kids acting like shit, fucking backhand them. Release the belt, man. Unleash that fucking belt. You don't need, but you have to do it right. You have to do it right. Do not be a prick.
You gotta strike just that right level bit of fear. When the moment's over, it's over. All right?
Yeah. And make sure they know why. Do not do that and be like, well, do you know why I did this to you? It's like, no. It's like, then you failed. If your kid does not understand why you did what you did, he's going to think that you're a kid.
That explains a lot, yeah. Yeah. I forgot real quick what I did wrong. Many a times.
Yeah, you gotta have those moments where you're like, okay, that's why I got my ass tanned.
Yeah, when you're in the moment, you lose all thought process when you're a little amoeba.
Yeah, but you need to have that understanding, because if you don't have that understanding, man, problematic for people, especially for kids. Why'd I do it? This is why I did it to you. This is why you're suffering now. Do not do it again, or I'm going to kick your ass even more. That's an easy way to go about it.
Now this is straight to the point.
Mm-hmm. Speaking about entitled pricks, Hassan Piker. Well, looks like the American government is actually going to have some fun today. And that fun is our boy Hassan is going to be subpoenaed because of his little trip to Cuba.
What does that mean, Chief? I forget what subpoena
being
means.
Forced to go to court, and he's being investigated for going to Cuba because he might have gone to Cuba illegally.
Oh ho ho! Ho ho ho! Wait, you're telling me the rich man, the rich socialist, couldn't afford a plane ticket and a passport?
No, he had his plane ticket and his passport. He went to an illegal location as a legal hotel, which the Cuban government paid for, and that's a terrorist country. Yeah.
That little teacup ain't gonna save you this time, Hassan. I'll actually laugh if he brings that to court. That little tiny coffee cup.
Yeah, he's generally actually a little nervous about this, because if this goes wrong and they do actually find him illegal, he's going to spend the next 10 years in jail.
You know the fucked up part? They don't even give you the right size jumpsuit in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So this man's wardrobe ain't gonna look any different. I still remember that suit, Hassan. That little tiny head and those broad shoulders.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, if this could be his thing. And like I said, the thing about Champagne Socialists, let's be honest, and I will always...
the Champagne Socialists.
Yeah, let me
untouchable until they've been touched.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you about these fuckers. They are notorious and infamous for, like, the second one of them starts falling. Like, they're all for communism right up till the point when they start realizing, you mean I'm not a part of the puzzle? I'm not one of the big guys?
You're not in the... fuck, what?
Yeah.
What was that little circle that Stalin had?
Yeah, you're not in the golden circle. Yeah, you're not in that little center circle. You're not in that little fucking group.
You're not in the it crowd. You're not a political officer.
Yeah. You don't have that rate. You are fucked. So yeah, and then they turn on you so bad. Like, it is such a fast turn. So yeah, he's in trouble.
Oh. Remember those photos?
Uh-huh.
Now imagine them doing a communist ad of a shirtless Hassan with a pickaxe in the coal mine. Sorry.
I don't think he's going to be doing that, but
I know, but it's like, wait, why are you handing me a pickaxe? Why are you telling me to go to the coal mine? I thought I was going to be one of the greats. I thought I was going to be in the council. No. Niet.
Yeah,
you make big rock into small rock. For country.
Now we're in a little trouble with this, and because of that, now we have the problem. Like I said, I think he's going to spend. I don't think he's going to get that jail time. Like, I would be very, very surprised.
You think he's going to get bailed out?
No, I think he might. I think if he gets anything, it's going to be maybe a year.
Okay.
That's my theory.
Okay. Year in jail may change him.
Mm-hmm. So that's my.
Yeah. Now, however this is going to change him, I have no idea. Different people change differently during certain circumstances. But some people clean up their act after they go to prison. Sometimes they double down.
Oh no, he'll double down. But I think this might be a problem. Like, I think that will be enough to, like I said, I see it going two ways. One, I see him fleeing to Turkey. See, we don't do much.
Make sure you take that little cup with you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm still stuck on that little cup.
Yeah.
Sipping espresso. Look at this rich guy. So my peasant blood boils.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of stupid, but no, that's my thought process when it comes to this. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think it's gonna go that rate. But do I think it's gonna be like he's gonna have that like moment of like clarity? I don't think so either. I think it's just gonna be like, it happened.
Yeah, my dad's rich.
Yeah. People like that usually don't go to jail.
Yeah. If he doesn't move out of the country, I could see him using that for his next.
I see him.
I'm saying if he isn't, hypothetically, like let's say he doesn't go out of the country after he gets out of the clink.
Yeah.
I can see him using that for content for probably the next 6 months, talking about the prison system or something.
Yeah. Agreed. I agree 100%. I don't see it coming through.
Oh, he'll definitely run into some real ones. That's for sure.
Now, if they really, like I said, they did some shit to him on the. I'll actually be like, if they actually do something really quite epic to him, I'll be like, okay, I'll put it up there. But I do not see him like going out like big time on that. Like if that happens, I'll be like, holy shit, they actually did that. Wow, I'm impressed. But it's like, no, I don't see it going out like that. That's just so hard to figure out. I would be. There's quite a few things I don't see that, but like I do know that if they're gonna throw someone under the bus, they will usually throw PM under the bus.
With every large foundation, there is always the fall guy. He has to test the gravity. The gravity of the situation. Huh. I may actually keep that one. That was a good quote.
Yeah.
Every foundation. There's always a fall guy. He must test the gravity.
I think he's going to be that fall guy, if we're going to be honest. But I'd be surprised.
Yeah, I say this can go in any direction. We've seen things go in absurd directions in these past few years.
Yeah,
you think
same.
it goes left, you think it'll go right? Nope, it's going for middle.
See, my problem is like, if for this to go through, we're talking about a guy who... We are definitely talking about a guy I don't think he has the value of other people, so I don't think it's going to go. I think he'll get sold out. I think it's going to be like this. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Let's throw him under the bus. I think that'll be the end for that. And then everyone's going to be like, oh, well. And like he's going to have his rally points, of course, because there's going to be those guys that are like, you know. Shit.
You think he's going into... Obviously, he's not going into, like, a penitentiary.
Oh, no, he's going to be... I would put money on it. It's rich person jail.
Oh, he's going to the rich person jail.
Yeah, but what they should do... I've been saying...
If he wants to fight for the people, put him with the people.
Yep, exactly. But what I think is going to happen... This is my theory. And this probably is what actually is going to go down. Like, what should happen, though, is different compared to what I actually want to happen. What I would do with this guy, take it or leave it. I would send his butt to jail. And take all his assets. Sell everything. He is effectively, if he does go to jail, he's effectively he's a treason of the land. Yeah. He's effectively propagandized. He basically committed treason.
You could probably slap on, if you're going to get really petty with the justice system, you could probably slap on incitement to violence.
No, yeah, like there's a lot you could say. Like at that point, just send him to jail. Send him to jail for a year, but take everything. Also, the other thing you could do is you could get rid of his citizenship.
How much for that little coffee cup? How much?
Yep.
I'm still on that. I will hang that up and use it like a trophy. It's like how you take scalps or you take heads. I will take this rich man's cup.
Yep. I don't think it's gonna
no more espresso for him.
That's my function theory. My theory is he's not actually going to go anywhere with it. It's just going to maybe a year in jail.
Hey Chief, if I do manage to get my hands on Hassan's little cup, do you want to use it for your coffee videos?
No, I wouldn't. I'm not a big fan of.
I know you're a coffee guy and you like your Turkish coffee, so I was like, this would be funny.
I don't drink Turkish coffee. Very rarely. I haven't had Turkish coffee. I have had Turkish coffee a couple times, but it's
You were talking about it one time. It was like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I haven't had Turkish coffee. Oh yeah, that storm's coming in now. There we go. But for me, it would be most likely with... I wouldn't want a little cup like that. I like to have a giant mug when I drink coffee, okay?
That's fair. Then I'll just have it hanging in my place if I ever get my hands on it. A little war trophy.
But I think, like I said, they should... They would hang you from a tree back, like... Well, what is it? Treason's hanging, if I remember correctly, back in like the early areas. Like, I don't think America has had a treason.
Treason. If I'm remembering correctly, yes, back in the colonial days / revolution and even Civil War era, it was hanging. Then we moved on to rifle squad.
Yeah.
And now, if it's of X amount is probably like lethal injection.
Yeah. I don't know. I say go back to the firing squad.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the level of what would you call it? One's upbringing and their current standing. Is like, okay, the lowborn, basically me and you, we get either the gallows or the squad. But if you're of high standing, such as a politician or maybe a nobleman, we do what France did. You get the guillotine.
Mm-hmm.
God damn! How did France get it so right?
They haven't done a guillotine in. I think the last one was in the 50s, if I remember correctly, or like late 50s. I can't remember what it was.
Even so, I still got to give my thanks to France. We wouldn't be a country without them.
Oh yeah, they got it right in some ways. I don't know what the fuck's going on with them now, but yeah, they got it right back then.
They were listening to the British for a little too long. That's what happened.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what's going on with that because, like, I mean, this was a country at one time that, like I mean, the church the ancient sacred church of Notre Dame was burned, man, and that's like, I know they don't want to come out and say it, but yeah, no, certain individuals did burn it apparently, and it's like, that's a fucking sacred oath, man, that just went up in fucking smoke. That should be changing a lot of opinions, and it's like, it really isn't. Like, there's nonstop riots, and it's just like,
that's a rough equivalent of whenever we go to an operation in the Middle East, we take like a B-22 Spirit and drop a boom rock on the big cube.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's like that.
It's like, you don't do that. Yeah, you don't
do that.
Don't. That is a declaration of not just to the people of this time, but the people beyond that and before that. These are monuments. These are sacred things.
Same thing with the Just Stop Oil when they damaged Stonehenge. I'm like, to this day, I'm still fucking pissed about that. And I as far as I'm concerned, they'll back as a group.
Useful idiots. It's a cult.
Yep. I think any purpose they have is now pretty much
about as valuable as PETA's.
Yep. Well, PETA, I actually think even less than PETA. At least PETA's stupid, but it's not like, totally dumb.
I don't know about that. PETA has a nasty habit of being like, how would you describe it? Like anti-natural, against the natural order, like trying to force feed a lion salad and offing so many animals because they were in over their heads when the pounds and all that already had that hand.
Yep. I don't know. Like I said, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad, and like I said, it's about as sad as goblins, ain't it, Bob?
We're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah. Or next
Wednesday. Space
Wednesday.
Geeks, yeah. Tuesday's most likely not going to have a stream at all. Like, if there's a stream, I might pop in for the morning stream just to play some more Earthbound, but we'll see how it goes.
It's getting bad. I'm forgetting what day it is again because I just want this month to end. I'm waiting for the next pay cycle, And also, a lot of updates are happening in different games.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, if you're going to advertise something on a game, don't advertise it a month or 2 months in advance. Please don't do that. It's about as bad as when you show a game trailer and it's 2 years down the line. It's like, could you not put any other product in that slot?
Yeah.
Something that's going to be a little more recent. But what was it? Well, one of the games at the Game Awards was like not coming until 2028 or like late 2027. I'm like, then why did you even show it here? That's so far down the line. Go ahead, sorry. Go ahead.
I do like that I'm watching a chick fight right now.
Yeah. I don't know. Bob's having a rambly day.
Yes, I'm well aware. So I'm just letting dogs talk.
I appreciate it, man. I mean, hey, at least you're not hitting me over the head with a fist. It's like a light pimp hand.
No, the pimp hand feels like it might get loose soon if you keep it up.
Well, then I will turn tail and await it.
Oh, Jesus fuck. Okay. That was a good one, though, by the way, Bob. I like that. That was funny. No, overall, like I said, for me, it's funny that he's getting hit like this, but I'm not sure how they're going to hit him and how deep it's going to go. Personally, I don't think it's going to take much. Like, I think he's just going to... I think it's going to be a very, very loose, light thing. Like, I'd be very, very surprised if he gets anything concrete. Which is sad, because that means, what was the point? Like, what the hell was the point at that point? You're gonna what? Give him like a little rap on the wrist? Oh, bad, Hassan, bad. It's like, fuck it. That doesn't do anything to anybody. So no, I'm not a fan of, like, that. To me is where I'm just like, damn it, But who knows? Who knows? For all I know, he could get 10 years. Get out of the country. Not allowed to come back. Which, I'll be honest, if a country bans Hassan, if any country effectively, fully, and totally bans Hassan, he is fucking done. He is done. Like, that actually would do more damage to him than anything else. You want to wreck Hassan? That's how you wreck Hassan.
What will banning him do? Walk me through it.
Well, for example, if you start... Because if one country does, other countries... That's how that works.
Okay. It'll be a chain reaction domino effect.
Yeah. So if America decided to remove his status and no longer make him a citizen, it's like, yeah, you're going to have problems.
Fair.
So now we're gonna have fun trying to rescue our little buddy Mog. This little half mole man is the guy we're trying to save now. One we're gonna be trying to unite and make a powerful character to join forces together so we can continue our adventure. And he's last in the team. And this is a really fucking annoying mission. This is an annoying one. Yeah, this is where you're gonna be like, well, because you gotta unite all of Mog's different personalities, because the creature that attacked him has given him made him fall into a deep slumber he cannot wake. Yep. I do like the fact that Mog has a what is this now? He has an actual store in his dreams.
A store in his dreams?
Well, yeah, I'm selling items. I'm selling stuff in his. I'm selling stuff in his dreams right now.
Wait, so this guy is schizophrenic?
No, the creature's split him.
Are all the physical items you're using your delusions?
Well, you've entered into the dream world. You can't necessarily determine if they are all delusions, but they could be.
So your character is delusional, and they're fighting monsters.
Yeah, well.
I'm getting a lot of flashbacks to Cry of Fear.
Yep.
I was like, oh no, he's a violent schizophrenic. That bug he killed was the bug. It wasn't a giant bug or anything. It was just a bug. And yeah, the supposed succubus he killed was just some random woman in the town. We need to stop this guy. The most powerful Florida man.
Yeah, I still like Nicolas Cage. I'm a vampire. I'm a my favorite. That's my favorite version of this type of shenanigans.
Yeah.
That is a fucked up movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. And it's like
no.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of movies I haven't watched.
That's the one where he basically got well the theory is he got rabies and it fucking drove him insane. He didn't get it treated, so he went completely apeshit.
I remember Nicolas Cage and Ghost Rider.
No, this is more along the lines of a guy who decision to because of his issues and the fact he went nuts. There's some horrible like that. And I think Selma Hayek's in that one. How did I bump that? I bumped that or hit that? Like this, the whole arm is sore today. How that happened?
There was also what is it? Him as the janitor, and was it Willy's Wonderland?
Yep. Oh, the Pinball Wizard. Yes, one of the best ones. Well, we do have his TV show should be coming out soon, and I'll probably be doing a review of that, of at least the first season. I don't know if we'll get to the second season.
Nicolas Cage is such an interesting character. I don't mean like the actor himself. It's just all the roles he's done.
Oh, he's interesting even as an actor. Jesus fuck, this is a guy who...
I don't know him as an actor. That's why I'm saying, is like, just as his roles, how varied his roles are in movies. I mean, fuck's sake, even though the janitor is a really cool character, he doesn't say anything.
The Pinball Wizard, that's what it's called.
Yeah, the Pinball Wizard, he doesn't say anything, he just grunts. He is the true silent protagonist.
Yep. It's basically a video game character, that's the joke. And he is the the reason they call him the Pinball Wizard is that's actually, the whole him playing with the pinball thing.
Yeah. But even so, it's like I've never seen any interviews with Nicolas Cage, so.
Well, he once had so much money he bought a castle.
Oh.
Yep. That is literally what happened with Cage. He once had so much cash he bought a castle.
Not the bees.
Yeah, and then his unfortunate ass got in trouble with the IRS, and then he lost all of it. And then he had a wife that kind of a girlfriend or a wife or something like that fucked him up real bad. Took him to court.
That's the scary part. This man's relationship was worse than the IRS. That is something.
Yeah, he got in a lot of trouble, and it just kind of burned him.
Why does the IRS exist?
It has its benefits, it has its negatives.
All I see is negatives.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Probably because they never teach you what they're actually supposed to do, so you can't even see the positive or negatives.
Mm-hmm.
But at least with police and firefighters, you understand the positive and negatives as a kid. With the IRS, they're like a goddamn shadow organization.
Yep, Shadow Money Wizard Gang. We love casting
Shadow
spells.
Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. This song is sponsored by the Shadow Government.
Yep. No, I guess we'll see what happens. But as far as I'm concerned, it's like we're at that point in life where I'm not 100% certain how it's going to go about with the situation when it comes to new stuff that's coming out. I understand when I talk to people, we're like, yeah, we're watching that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, well, that's how it's gone lately. No one wants to watch the new stuff lately. I can't remember what it was about. I don't know who said it, but there was someone I remember said about talking about the whole bullshit that is dealing with changes and stuff. And it's like, yeah, if you affect changes in an extreme way, all it does is nullify. Like, people will eventually be like, yeah, no, I'm not going to change, and that's your bad. That's the bad ending in these scenarios. You do not want someone thinking to themselves, yeah, I don't want to deal with this shit. You want people to be into the content. You want people to do what they need to do and kind of live their lives and be the right guy. But it's like, no, you can't verify that with this, you know.
What are we verifying?
Well, we can't verify society with the way society with this stuff. Like, you know, like modern day media has been nothing but fucking repeat bullshit. Like look at what they're doing to the fucking Odyssey, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about that today, and I was like, what the fuck is with this? But here we are. And that's sad. That actually truly is sad that we're getting that way.
We lost our moral figures. Either we have lost them completely, or they have been tainted by something else.
It's how it's been lately, right?
Usually it's because of a writing team. But it's like character assassinations left and right. No one seems to care anymore about what made the character good. They just see character. Oh, that character is that character. That character is a good guy, right? And it's like, well, yeah, but, you know, they also had their tough moments, too.
Yeah, exactly. It's just how it goes, right? Like, we used to not have that problem. It's like, yep. Not a fan. Not a... Let's go back to the days when, you know, that wasn't a thing. We're starting to see, like I said, like, anime became the only thing. Like, we still
started getting twisted, but only because of localization.
That's right. They don't listen, and they're not. Some of them aren't. Like,
I guarantee you, if we found the fucking Fountain of Youth, there would still be people trying to taint the water.
Yeah, still people trying to pee in the water.
But, yeah, sorry, what was your original point, Chief? I thought you were done.
Well, no, we're seeing it all the time nowadays with, like, you know, there's Japanese people on, like, the people who are doing novels and stuff, and they're doing these novels, and they're doing the write-up for the novel. And it's like, yeah, okay, so the write-up for... set up, and they're like, yeah, we're we're not exactly going to have any fun with this because of their like simple problems they're having. And it's like, yeah, they'll go on Twitter and it's like, well, we want the this, and we want, well, why can't this guy have a gay lover? Why can't this? Why can't that? Why can't this? And it's like after a while, you get to that point with these characters. It's like, yeah, and a lot of these guys are just leaving Twitter. They just don't want to deal with it. Fuck it, I'm done. Or they'll block it. They'll region block. So only so the only people that can talk to that Japanese guy, the the actor, or the guy who's working on the manga or something like that, is only Japanese. So we're getting to that point now, and I'm not a fan of that. That really pisses me off. But I think we will call it here, boys, because we got some fun in this one. This one gets. It's just a nasty fight. This gets nasty. All right, boys and girls, we're gonna call it for tonight. I'd like to thank everybody. Like, subscribe, hit that subscribe bell. We want more people. Come on, baby. Let's get this all set up. We want those groups. And yeah, we're ending it very. Storm's coming now. I'm hearing like, oh shit. Okay, so I'd like to thank everybody, and we'll see you next time on Orc War Chief Reviews. And we'll see you for Space Geeks, and maybe a Tuesday stream. We'll see how it goes. We do have a second flagship, so we'll be doing more streams. All right, see you guys. Have yourselves a good night. Bye.